Um, well, hello, look. Yeah, I'm still in the village. I wanted this video to be like shot in a controlled environment. Like, I guess I'm myself sitting in a chair or something like that. But I tried to make it work. Like, here, look. I tried to make it work again and again, but it just doesn't seem to cut it. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah, look, what a beautiful view, isn't it? Yeah, so this is a really unscripted video, and and I'm making it from a kind of like urgency feeling, the feeling of urgency, because um, I will not have this free time or not have this chance to actually make videos in the future. I think, because I ain't getting time due to my studies and stuff. Oh, my hand is gonna shake a lot. Okay, so yeah, it is a video that is being made from urgency. That's for sure. But I don't know how many people will watch this, to be honest, or if you can even hear my voice properly. I'm sorry for that if you can't. But I think I just need to share my story for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I've just watched too many YouTube videos. I don't know. So, um, growing up, right? Okay, growing up. What does it feel like growing up? For some, I hope someone can relate, but at the same time, people's experiences are different, so I don't know if someone can relate, to be honest. But growing up in a chaotic world currently feels, I think, weird is the best way to put it. Um, it's like everything that is around you is going fast and you need to adapt to that. But like, I think growing up mostly revolves around, and it's mostly about how you are living it or what your goals are in life. Like, they're based on the perspective that you want to see the world, or based on what you want to do in the world. You might have your own different interpretations of how it might feel like. Personally speaking, well, I feel like by the time I grow up fully, the world is just gonna change so much, and that's scary, but I guess exciting at the same time. Like with AI and stuff like that, I don't really know where the world is heading. I hope it is heading in a better direction, of course, but yeah, it is a fully field based video, so sometimes probably I myself will not know what I'm saying. And I think another one of the biggest things that I feel is the thought. Like, I don't know if you can relate it or not, but when you are growing up, like, there will just be some moments where you are just doing your own thing, maybe sitting, maybe studying, or whatever you are doing. Then suddenly a thought will kick in, and that is, I actually need to do this shit. Like, I actually need to take active steps to actually try to kind of fulfill my dreams, I guess. Like, um, how do I explain it? I think the best way to explain it from my perspective is that one of my biggest dreams currently is to get into university, in a foreign one, of course. Now, I currently graduated high school, like, oh, and high school in foreign terms, for if any foreign viewers are even watching, high school in, like, the meaning of high school in your guy in you guys in you guys country, I don't know if that's the English sentence, in your countries is quite different than what it is used in ours. I feel like the best way to put it is kind of like a middle school, but I don't know, to be honest. But just know that a great like a great step or a great chapter of my life has been closed, and I have stepped into a greater chapter, I suppose, and it is probably one of the most important as well. So when I actually entered, I had this feeling like, bro, I actually need to take steps now to actually like get into a uni. Like, I know it sounds normal, but when it actually hits you, it's quite different, to be honest. Like, it just hints you that I actually have to apply. I actually have to do this stuff for it. I think it's quite common. I think I'm not sure. Like, if you have a dream and if you're growing up, I think there will be some moment when you will just feel like that, yeah, I actually need to do this. Like, I, that's just a realization of, I think that you are like, when you get out of the phase of just imagining and thinking, and when you need to actually do something, like, I think that's the phase. And isn't it just beautiful, man? I kind of wish to stay here forever, but I can't. Oh, look here, like, look, aren't those just beautiful? Oh well, then what? Another one is, I think, change of perspectives. Now, I don't know how many of you can relate to this, but when I was a child, not a child, but rather a bit younger than what I am right now, I used to think that I have a pretty mature perspective. I don't know how it sounds to you, but I really felt like it because I don't know, just somehow. And when I came here, I realized those of those who actually watched my previous one, my village vlog, a small vlog I think that I shoot, you guys will know that it's actually quite different. Please, like, I feel like my face, which is full of acne, might distract you guys. So I don't know. It's not like I'm insecure of it, but just I don't know if people are gonna feel comfortable with it. Whatever. So now that I am here, I feel like that um, what I felt as more as a younger version of myself isn't supposed to be called that I understand things, or it is not like I understood things, but it's more like I had mature thoughts. Like, I thought that I know this, I thought that I got it, I thought that I understood this, but it wasn't really like that, I think. Now that growing up, I feel like it was just a thought, it was just rather thinking that yeah, it is there and there, or just thinking to myself that I think is it is there, because actually sometimes think it as well. But as growing up, it like it's like you can feel it, you can see it. Like, it's a really tough thing to explain if you haven't experienced it yourself, but I think those who have experienced it will know what I'm telling you, will know what I'm talking about. There will be just some moments when you will just notice things that you didn't notice. There will be just thoughts, there will be just concerns about certain things that you didn't have as a younger version of yourself. And I think that's also, I think that's a good thing, I think that's a normal thing, the change in perspective, when you actually see some things that mature people see, when you actually see yourself changing, when you actually see your thoughts changing, your priorities changing. I think it's also a sign of growing up, as well as it is growing up. And uncertainty as well. Like, I don't know what life has stored for me. Till now, I am blessed to have parents who took care of me, to have friends and everything else, but it won't last forever, that's for sure. Like, I am really concerned of what future has stored for me. I don't know if I will be able to get into a foreign uni. I don't know if I will be. I don't even know if I will like. I don't know many things about myself. Also, talking about knowing things about about ourselves, it is also another thing. When you actually grow up, I feel like one of the big things that you realize is that you don't know about yourself as much as you think that you know about yourself. Got it? Let me explain. When I was a bit younger than this, younger than who I am right now, I used to think that I know myself. I know what my interests are. I know what I am interested in. I know what I am going to study about. Sorry. I know what I am going to study about. I know where I am going to study and stuff like that. But as I grow up, I myself feel so like, it's weird to say, but like I don't know myself that much. When I actually ask myself the hard questions, such as let's say, like such as, do you really want to do this? Are you going to actually make money out of it? Is it actually going to benefit your future and stuff like that? I can't actually say anything about it. Not only that, but sometimes I question my own, like, what do you say, my own interests, and sometimes I don't have any answer to them. And that's when I realized that no, I don't really know about myself as much as I do. So I think growing up also comes up with seeing more and more versions of yourself that you didn't know existed. Or it's more like not seeing but discovering, because as you grow up your experiences will increase. You will you will get to experience more, and slowly um, new versions of yourself will appear. I think this is a good camera angle, right? I should have been like this since the beginning. Oh well. More and more new and newer versions of you will appear, and you will understand that you are much more than what you thought you are. You are much more vast than that. You are much more, like, you have much more variety in yourself than that. And as you grow up, I think one of the interesting parts is that you will just, like, you will learn so many things about yourself that you didn't know. And that's exciting, yes, but that's also a bit uncertain, because now you don't have that many things to kind of, like, you don't know that many things about yourself. And while exciting, isn't it also a bit concerning? Isn't it, like, doesn't it also scare you that there are some parts of you that you don't know yourself, meaning you don't know how you will act in a certain situation, or if you can actually do a thing or not. So there's that as well. And other than that, some practical problems, or not problems, but some practical realization. It can be financial, relationship wise, or also another thing. um, while growing up, you will notice that you are kind of forming your own ideology or own priority list, sometimes unconsciously or sometimes consciously. You will prioritize some things more than others or less than others. That's normal, of course. I personally prioritize my relationships with others the most, I think. I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't really know that much about myself as much as I think I did. Other than that, yeah, I don't think there are much more to say. Like, there is much more to say anything than this, I guess. Um, I just took a thumbnail pic. I think this will probably be in a thumbnail. Um, I don't know if someone is really watching this, but to be honest, I don't really care. I'll be happy if people watch this, of course, but I am kind of putting it out for myself, or for my future self, or just for any person if you are in need. If you are feeling all of this, then it's completely fine. If you are watching me, please keep watching me, because both of us are gonna get through this at the same time. I am also feeling this. It's not like I know what will happen. I know this will happen like that. No, I don't know how things will turn out, and I hope to actually um, document what I will be going through in the future, or what will happen in the futures. Just so, like, so if you feel like you have gotten something out of this, I think you should subscribe me, because then we can actually go through this together. I will try to keep updating you, because study load is a lot, so I don't really get much time to film like this. I don't even know if my voice is gonna get recorded properly. I hope it does. But I mean, there is nothing to say anything but that. Oh, nothing to say, but holy shit, isn't it just so beautiful? Like, look at this. Look at this. Isn't it just so hella beautiful? I hope I could come back here again and again. Um, but it seems like especially these, man. Isn't the lighting so beautiful? That's why someone once said that um, Overworld is the best shader pack you can ever get in, of course, Minecraft terms. So, yeah, I guess peace.